Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Greetings and good morning. Today we will cover a title that is also quite great, which is performance characteristic of two-level memories. The subtopic is CHASE memory system. So, it is my honor to introduce the competent and knowledgeable group members who will be with me in this presentation. First of all, let me introduce my first group member, THALAYAN, son of RAMASAMY, metric number 078581, who will bring a valuable perspective to our presentation today. Next, the second member is our group. Who leads this group is Muhammad SHAH Fauzan bin ISWAN, matrix number 077075. And next, the third member of our group, who is handsome with glasses, which is Muhammad Ajat bin AZIZI, matrix number 077516. And the last one on the far right of you must be myself. My name is Muhammad AZAM bin AMINAHAR, holder of matric number 077487. And thank you, and without wasting time, let's start this presentation with the first presentation, which is my friend Muhammad SHAH Fauzan.
Okay, let's proceed. So, what is cache memory? Cache memory is a chip-based PC segment that makes recovery information from the PC's memory to make it more proficient. It goes about as a brief stockpiling territory that the PC's processor can recover information from and without any problems. This impermanent stockpiling region, known as a reserve, is more promptly accessible to the processor than the PC's primary memory source, ordinarily some type of DRAM, which is Dynamic Random Access Memory. So there are three general reserve levels. Level 1 cache, which are known as essential cache, is an amazingly quick, but generally little, and is normally installed in the processor chip as CPU reserve. L2 cache, level 2 cache, or known as auxiliary reserve, is frequently more spacious than level 1. Level 2 caches might be installed on the CPU, or it tends to be on a different chip or coprocessor and have a rapid elective framework transport interfacing the reserve and CPU. That way, it doesn't get eased back by traffic on the principal framework transport. Level 3 cache is specific memory created to improve the exhibition of level 1 and level 2. Level 1 or level 2 can be fundamentally quicker than level 3. However, level 3 is generally twofold the speed of dynamic random access memory with multi-core processor. Each center can have devoted level 1 and level 2 cache. Yet, they can share a level 3 cache. On the off chance that a level 3 cache reference a guidance, it is normally raised to a more significant level of cache.
Okay, so now I will continue our presentation with structures, design, and architectures. This memory is utilized to decrease the normal chance to get information from the main memory. It is also a very quick memory type that goes about as a support among RAM and the CPU. It holds much of the time mentioned information and guidelines with the goal that they are quickly accessible to the CPU when required. There are three kinds of CHASE memory mapping. First, direct mapping. Second, associative mapping. And the last one is set associative mapping. So next, direct mapping. What the direct mapping? In a direct map CHASE, the CHASE entries are organized into a number of sets. The set number from the address is used to index each set of entries. Once the set is identified, the CHASE stacks are compared. If they are a mesh, this is a CHASE hit and the specified data is output. So, next, associative mapping. Associative mapping is a fully associative case. Is the opposite of a direct map case. Instead of multiple sets containing a single entry, fully associative case have multiple case entries all contained in a single set. Thus, the set number no longer provides any information and is not used. Instead, when a memory address is handled by the chase, every chase entry is checked for a matching tag. If found, the byte offset is used to output the correct data within the chase block. So next, set associative mapping. A set associative chase offers the best of both worlds. It consists of multiple sets with multiple chase entries per set. First, the set number allows the chase to jump to the appropriate set of entries. Next, each set of entries is searched for a matching tag. If found, the byte offset is used to output the requested data. This approach allows the chase to offer an optimized balance of the power consumption and contention rate. So, I can pass to my member to continue our presentation.
Okay, let's move on to the next part, which is characteristic of cache memory. There are two, which is primary memory, which is main memory, and also secondary memory. So, for the primary memory, what is primary memory? Primary only stores the data and instruction that the computer is actively using. It has a finite capacity and information is erased when power is turned off. Typically composed of semiconductor device, these memory are not as swift as register. The main memory houses the data and instructions needed for processing and is categorized into two main types, which is random access memory (RAM) and read-only memory (ROM). So the characteristic of main memory is this constitute semiconductor-based memory. It refers to as the primary memory, typically characterized by volatility, and the data faces loss upon the power interruption. Functioning as the last one, functioning as the computer's active memory. Okay, next one is secondary memory. This category of memory is alternatively recognized as external storage or non-volatile memory. It operates at a slower speed compared to the primary memory. Its primary purpose is the permanent storage of data or information. Unlike the main memory, the CPU doesn't directly interact with these memories. Instead, they are accessed to input-output routines. Initially, the contents of secondary memories are transferred to the main memory before being accessible by the CPU. Examples including disk drive, CD-ROMs, DVDs, and some similar storage media. So, what is characteristic of secondary memory? This encompasses magnetic and optical storage medium. Second one is it termed as the backup storage. Then it characterized by its non-volatile nature. The data is retained permanently, unaffected by the power interruption. Unlike the main memory, which when the device is turned off, then the data is affected and lost. Secondary memory also operates at a slower pace compared to the primary memories. The computer can operate without relying on the secondary storage. And the last one is dedicated to the long-term storage of data in a computer. So, for both secondary memory and main memory are both important in our CPU.
Alright, now I'm going to talk about a major performance. Cache memory plays a crucial role in enhancing CPU performance by elevating efficiency and streamlining the processing of frequently accessed data within each program. Positioned directly within the CPU, cache memory belongs to the category of random access memory, which is called RAM, offering the processor rapid access to memory locations with nanosecond speed access time for frequently referenced data and instruction and data. In computer system, cache memory serves to optimize overall performance, much like RAM. Cache memory is volatile, meaning that its constants are clear when the system is shut down. Next is the advantage and disadvantage of cache memory. There's 6 points for advantage of cache memory. The first one is the cache is faster and smaller memory used for storing the data and is accessed more frequently than the main memory location. Secondly, a mapping function is used to correspond to the main memory block in the cache memory. Thirdly, a primary cache has a lesser access time compared to a processor register, and it is always peaked on the processor chip. The fourth one, the secondary cache is referred to as the level 2 cache, and it is also integrated into the processor chip. The fifth one is it is generally positioned between the primary cache and the rest of the memory. And the last one is cache memory is faster than the main memory. Next, the disadvantage of the cache memory. There's also 6 points. So the first one is this memory type is costly compared to other forms of memory, such as primary and the secondary memory. Secondly, the storage capacity is fully utilized. Thirdly, cache temporarily holds and stores the data. Fourthly, if the computer is powered off, the data stored in it not preserved and is lost. The fifth, cache memory incurs a higher marginal cost than main memory, contributing to an overall increase in the system cost. And the last one is it is a volatile form of memory. Thank you.
For the next, we are going to talk about the advantage and disadvantages of main memories. So at first, we are going to talk about the advantage. It enhances the computer system speed. It supports write and delete operations. The CPU can read data more rapidly than the primary memory. Main memory is much faster than secondary storage devices like hard drives or SSDs. There is minimal impact on battery life if you are using the main memory. And the main memory also allows for concurrent access by multiple processes or applications, enabling multitasking and parallel processing. So as for the last part, we are going to talk about the disadvantages of main memory. Primarily, memory is volatile, making it challenging to retain the data permanently. And it is also not suited for long-term storage. It incurs a higher cost. The volatility of main memory requires constant power to retain data. Also, the main memory has a limited storage space. The main memory relies on a continuous power supply to retain the data. So that is all for my part. And so that is all from us for the assignment, the group assignment of 4, which will be discussing about the performance characteristic of 2-level memories. And thank you.